We're live on Facebook now.
I'll go live on my phone.
We're live on my profile on Facebook.
We are live.
All right, so I guess let's go without any video from me.
Okay, maybe we're not actually live. It says we're live, but it's not showing up on my profile. You are live.
Yeah, we're live. I got people that are watching, at least on my phone.
You got people chiming in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Tom. Hey, Tony.
What's hours live?
Yeah, just give us a second here. We're doing a Operation Limitless group talk. Is it going live with the whole group on your Facebook, Brett, or where's that at?
It's supposed to be, but it's not showing up on my Facebook for some reason.
Hey, Brian. Hey, Jason. Hey, there's a cute picture of Mark then. That'll work.
Well,
So,
we're live somewhere, darn it.
yeah. So, hey, for those guys that are watching, what's up, Jason? On my live Facebook, I'm with Brett Lechtenberg, Sal Rosano, and Mark, as I call it, the four horsemen of Operation Limitless. And we're just going to jump on and talk about what's going on right now out there in the world and maybe ways to handle and address that stuff. Does that sound good?
Yeah, so what apparently is happening, for some reason, it says it's going. For some reason, it says we're going live on YouTube. So I'm switching it over.
Facebook.
Yeah, wherever it ends up going live with the whole group, I can just let everyone know. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Cal. Hey, April. Oh, now Brett left. Hey, guys. While Wolfgang, what's going on, man? Nice to see you. While we're waiting for our fearless leader, Brett Lechtenberg, to get our technology up and running, either on Facebook, so maybe you guys can see all four of us and listen to the full conversation. I do have my phone pretty close to my Mac, so hopefully you guys can hear the rest of the guys and talk about. I don't even know what we're going to talk about yet right now, but I just know as a group, all of us have been leaders in our community, in our own special places, whether it's military, martial arts or whatever. And we just don't want to sit back and kind of watch everything that's going on in the world. And hopefully maybe we can just create some conversation to, maybe help the ease, the thoughts, the reactions. As you guys know, I always talk about responding instead of reacting. Hey, Bill, how's it going? But whatever we can do as mentors and coaches, and more importantly, just as good human beings, what can we do to help one another out? From a coaching standpoint, we always talk about coming from a place of service, and a lot of people practice that. But in a time of chaos, kind of like what we're dealing with right now, and some of you that are online that may not even know that we just had kind of our first significant earthquakes here in Utah. So on top of the Corona scare, we've got the earthquake that happened, and it just puts people in a place of panic. And we always teach our friends and families or clients, whatever you want to call them, to not panic in these type of situations. And currently that's what everyone in the world's doing. They're freaking out, panicking. And in those situations, we're creating more chaos. Doing great, Brian. So we're just going to, get the four of us together and just open up conversation. And so we have no real direction on where it's going to go. But I know that the four of us, we all have our own businesses. We all have our own families. We all have our own things that we've got going on in our lives as well. And we're all going to get through this by staying calm and looking at, standing strong in the face of this storm and just doing our part to get over this, because you guys all hear it, this too shall pass eventually, and it's only going to happen by all of us coming together. So I do apologize. Technology's taken long. We're trying to get everyone streamed in, all 4 of us, but I'm happy to entertain you guys. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Trent. Hey, Shawnee. Hey, Randy. But I even get people asking me all the time with what I do, because I mentor and I coach, and I consult with clients, and I see how everything right now is affecting my clients, the people I live around on a day-to-day basis. When I go to the store, and we talk about this not only in Operation Limitless, but also on the most important conversation, being a creator versus a consumer. Hey, Jeff, what's up, brother? Hey, Tom. And right now, like, a lot of the world has turned into these chaotic consumers, right? That's why you can't go to the store and buy something like sanitizer, something you'd never do. You wouldn't really freak out about buying sanitizer and toilet paper. We've been trying to get toilet paper for the last couple of weeks, and it's just never there. But it's okay. We'll figure out a way to overcome that and not be part of the chaotic, world that's currently being created. So hopefully we can get this up and running. If not, I'm happy to chat to my people out there. Hey, Maddie. And so, it's frustrating, because we're, we have this amazing country, we have this amazing world that we live in, and a lot of people that want to help and give, and it makes it difficult sometimes, when we're in this state and people just get chaotic. It is what it is. And I'll be honest, with the earthquake that happened yesterday, it was a little freaky. Hey, Dallin. To kind of see what's going on, but you know what? I stay strong and steady. I've unfortunately and fortunately have been a part of some global issues firsthand. My first biggest one back in 2002 when we had the Twin Towers, and high alert, chaos. And I'll share the story with you guys, and some of you may have heard me talk about this. Hey, Linda. I was pulled off. Had just gotten married, was on my honeymoon. Emergency had to come back, and we had an emergency meeting with the whole U.S. Olympic team, as well with President Bush at the time. And they said, hey, what do you think we should do? Like, we're really considering canceling Olympics, which is another thing that's on the board right now, right? With the Olympics coming up this summer. And, it wasn't about the athletes having an opportunity to compete. That wasn't really why we decided to do what we did, but it was more of an opportunity for us to come together as good human beings and do what we could do as, athletes that were already Olympians, people that were trying to become an Olympian, and just try and bring the world together and create peace and happiness in the time of chaos. With people, biggest disaster we've had in the U.S. And so I just want people to really consider, to think about that right now, because it's easy to attach yourself to what you see on the news, what you see on social media, and buy into that chaos and think, oh man, I got to run to the store and buy, a whole garage full of hand sanitizer and toilet paper. And you know what? It's interesting enough. Like, we've gone through stuff like this in the past, and without being chaos. Of course, you can't really stop the whole world or the whole nation from being chaotic, but we can certainly not buy into the chaos and trying to think of the word I want to use. Anybody who's watching, you're more than happy to pipe in and just text something, but just not like freak out when things are kind of going south. If you want to compare it to, I always like to compare stuff to competing as an Olympian. That's obviously what I do or what I did. But my opportunity of competing at the Olympic Games here in Salt Lake City, biggest time of my life, that's a perfect opportunity to either step up or collapse. And, I chose for me to just really step up and realize that throughout history, thanks, Lori, you're amazing. Love you. you guys are going to get me emotional here. I chose to step up, and what would our world look like if we all stepped up right now, and we didn't have so many people just thinking about themselves. And not saying that thinking about yourself is a bad thing, but there's so many other people around us that need our help too. One of my clients right now is a hey Bo. One of my clients is a homeless shelter, and it's a very different client from a lot of my clients I work with right now, which is a lot of technology clients. And I see all these people on the news going out and just over consuming. And I stopped in at the homeless shelter the other day, and I've got single parent moms with 3 or 4 kids that have no idea how they're going to, pay for simple, basic things. And so, I guess I'm getting emotional because I want to see the world try to come together in a different way and really reach out to each other and help each other out. And I'm fine. I know I'm going to be fine one way or another. I joke around with my friends and family. If it comes down to it, I'm a pretty good survivalist, so I can go to the mountains and take my tent and my fishing pole and happy. So, hey, Brock. Hey, Michael. Hey, Nicole. I'm glad to see a lot of you guys. I haven't talked to a lot of you guys here in a long time, so it's nice to see you guys on here. And I really hope that we can get the rest of these guys on here. They all disappeared, but maybe their service is going down. So, just think about, what kind of love can we spread right now? What kind of, at what level or what capacity do we have right now to come from a place of service? And as you guys know, in a regular world, when you go and create from a place of service and you manifest this amazing energy, amazing things just come back to you. And when you do the opposite, that's exactly what happens as well. Is if you start buying into the chaos and you start attaching yourself to the chaos and you're spreading the rumors and you're spreading the chaos, what follows that? More bad rumors, more bad chaos, right? And so I just want to encourage and invite everybody to stick to your integrity of who you are as a human being. And hopefully you guys are all good human beings. Everyone I've seen on here, you guys, throughout the years, I've known a lot of you guys are all amazing. Just remember, just be a good human being. And there's a lot of people out there that are in worse situations than we are in. And it's easy to say, oh my gosh, my situation sucks and so on and so on. But, I've chosen, me and Denise have chosen to come from a place of service. And, even when we go out and about, like to the grocery store, I'm always like saying hi to people. When I see that look of panic on their eyes, I'm just like, hey, how are you doing today? And they kind of look at me like, who is this guy? But a lot of you guys know me. That's just my personal, that's who I am as a person. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Brandy. So, going back to that moment in 2002, like we had no idea what was going to be planned, right? In a world of chaos with a big terrorist attack. But again, as great human beings, we wanted to come together and bring the world together on a global level. And I think we accomplished that by not canceling the Olympics and by stepping up and trying to be the best role models and the best human beings that we could. And that's where we're going to survive and thrive, is just sticking to your guns and sticking to your true integrity and the foundation of who we are as great people. And a lot of the stuff you hear me that I'm going to keep just repeating a lot of this stuff, but I see it every day. I see how one person can change like an entire community for the good or for the bad. And it's always much nicer to see when we can change that community or the person next to us by just doing good. April, I don't know if you guys can see some of these comments, but April said that one comment or acknowledgement that may make a difference in someone's day, and it does. I do it all the time just for fun. Hey, Devery. I just make comments all the time to people that I don't even know if I see them on the street or the store. And I just say, hey, man, how's your day going? Nice to see you. And you see this look on their face like, whoa. but you never know, man. And I don't need to know if it changes their day for a good. I just want to try and make the best effort I can every single day with what's going on and what I have. So I'm going to, I don't know where the rest of my group went, the other three amigos. But we'll probably do this again. And feel free, you guys, to hit me up if you guys have any questions on if you're dealing with anything or words of advice. I'm happy to answer any of those questions or provide words of advice or whatever it is that I can help with you. Just reach out. I'm all about questions and doing what I can. So I love you guys all. Thanks for being involved. Kurt, Brandy, acknowledge you. Thanks, Devery. You guys are going to make me tear up. That's why I love you. But yeah, let's just try and figure out what can we do every day. Maybe it's just even one thing. What can we do to help the neighbor next to us or the person we don't recognize on the street? Because it is kind of a chaotic time. And what's up, Kurt? Nice to see you, man. And so, do what we can to be the best humans we can. Some of us out there have it better than others and vice versa. So, there's nothing wrong with in this moment in time of reaching your hand out and helping someone else up. So again, if you guys have any questions, hit me up. I'm going to get back together with my fearsome four and try and figure out how we can get this with the whole team, because the goal was to have all four of us and have four different perspectives. But I'm doing great in the face of all this chaos. I've got nothing but smiles and love for everybody, even though it felt like my building was going to topple over yesterday. But we're good, and we're going to continue to spread the love. So thanks you guys for watching. Love you all, and tune in next time. Hey, Brooke. Oh, man.
It is really great. Really great messages.
Thanks, babe.
I love you, man. It's true what they say about you.
What exactly is that?
It sounds funny, but it's a good thing. I could only see some of the comments, but they were really very touching. It was nice.
Go ahead.
Okay.
16 comments, 1 share, and 84 views.
There were I was watching how many people were viewing it, and it never ever dropped. It only increased. It's awesome. That's very. I mean, it's kind of uncommon for like a lot of yours and Brett's things. Like people will get on and then they'll kind of drop off, but that doesn't mean anything. It's just maybe people just really need to hear that right now. That's why they're jumping on and staying on.